However, since we've been dealing with mayhem, a rape, which we'll hear about in a minute in Leaving Las Vegas, and murder in Mute Witness, this seems a good moment to introduce our report on copycat violence, the kind perpetrated by a few deeply sick and probably subhuman people who feel compelled to imitate what they see on screen. Indeed, a recent film, Money Train, has, so it's alleged, led to vicious lowlifes imitating art. Here's Kirsty Young's report.
Money Train was released in America at the end of November and tells the story of a robbery being committed on New York's subway. One scene depicts inflammable fluid being sprayed into a ticket clerk's booth and a match being struck. Within days, an identical incident took place in Brooklyn, resulting in the horrific death of a ticket clerk. The city's transit officials were quick to denounce the film, and news of the killing has prompted our own transport police to request a viewing of the movie. Columbia TriStar, the studio responsible for Money Train, released the following statement. Despite Columbia's statement, the filmmakers are coming under fire from Republican presidential candidate Bob Dole, who suggested that the movie offers a powerful reminder of Hollywood's influence on society and culture. Whilst no one can say for certain that watching a fictional violent act will inspire someone to directly copy it, research in America suggests that children exposed to violent material over many years do become more boisterous and subsequently grow into aggressive adults. The study, conducted at the University of Michigan, concluded that this aggression may only manifest itself in bad driving or harsh corporal punishment of their own children, but a link between viewing habits and behavior had been established.
It's the Boston Strangler.
Are you telling me this guy's copycatting a serial killer's been dead for
20 years?
Another film coming to Britain soon is Copycat, in which Sigourney Weaver plays a criminal psychologist stalked by a serial killer intent on copying the gruesome crimes of earlier infamous murderers. But what does the director, John Emile, think about the impact of cinema upon its audience?
I think the movies that do inspire copycat violence are the movies that A, glamorize it, B, trivialize it or casualize it, and C, tend to suggest that there's absolutely no immoral consequence on the person that commits it. The movies that I truthfully deplore as being the ones most likely to create kind of copycat violence are the ones in which our heroes, the Bruce Willises and Sylvester Stallones and Jean-Claude Van Damme's of this world, go out and during the course of a movie waste a good 20 to 50 bad guys on the basis that they're so bad they deserve everything they get.
Mike Figgis is another director whose films have had a violent content on occasion, yet have also attracted much critical acclaim. His latest film, Leaving Las Vegas, contains scenes depicting a disturbing act of sexual assault. Yet, unlike many mainstream films, it clearly shows the consequential emotional impact on the characters that are both complex and compassionately drawn.
Look, why don't you two go downstairs? I'll be half an hour and then...
My responsibility and my fellow directors' responsibilities are towards the humanity of the situation that you're dealing with. I mean, violence exists in the world and therefore it's part of storytelling. But if you're going to tell a story that involves violence, then I think your duty is to incorporate the violence. If you really feel that it's necessary for the story, then the context is totally crucial. And you have to lace together some kind of emotional fabric so that the violence just doesn't come out of, as the Americans would say, left field. And on a technical level, when I wrote the scene and when I directed the scene, I excluded any image that I felt could be accused of lingering on or pandering to the sexuality of the male part of the audience.
Money Train will be released in Britain on the 8th of March, and whatever its fate at the box office, it's certain that the debate over copycat behaviour will be with us until the public loses its taste for violence or until a basic question can be answered. Do those predisposed to commit violent acts look for films that support their twisted moral outlook, or is it the corrupt value systems of the fictional violent characters created by Hollywood that inspire their audience to copy the crimes?
Drop him.
Answer please on one side of paper only. Incidentally, you might care to know that another very good Mike Figgett's movie, Internal Affairs, will be shown on BBC One on Friday.